So today we're doing a really fun song, The Merry Farmer. This one's fun. The left hand is playing the melody, so asking the student, where do you see the melody in this song? Helping them try to identify that and showing them this left hand melody, bringing that out. So a great way to practice it would be hands alone. So starting with the left hand, bringing out the melody, working on these fingerings. There's a lot of crossing over and some tricky fingering. So circling those fingerings, helping them get that down, and bringing out the phrasing. So starting quieter and getting a little bit louder as it grows. And then when it goes back down, I'm working on that loud phrasing. And then working on the right hand alone, this little bouncy, like a bouncy ball, like some quiet little thing in the background. So that's not as loud. It shouldn't be these super heavy stuff just in the background. And then later on in measure 9, the right hand takes the melody. So working on this part too can be a harder part. So working on bringing out the right hand melody as well as playing these intervals, blocked intervals, and working on that. And then in measure 10, 9 and 10, these hands are changing their fingerings. Again in measure 12, it's a little different than it was before. So practicing those fingerings, hands alone, is a really good way to practice that, so you can get it slow and work on that. And then in measure 14, the left hand does a G minor, C, F chord progression, and so it goes a little bit, it's not done earlier in the piece, and you have to extend your pinky a little bit. So making sure they're aware that they're going to go down to play that chord, and aware of these finger changes. So circling these fingerings in these hard parts is a really good way to bring attention to it, make sure they're aware of that, and practicing them like separately, a little bit slower. And then in these measures, like measure 15, both hands are playing this like interweaving harmony. So practicing that hands together slower will be good to work on that. But once they have this melody ringing out, being able to weave those two, the left hand and the right hand, then both hands, and being able to weave the two melodies. And then once they're able to do that, to play it all together. So.